Championship Saturday around college football today. No Big 12 championship this year, though, with the 10-team league. So the final round of Big 12 play ensues and a couple key matchups on the slate. First off, in Waco, top 25 showdown between the 17th ranked Baylor Bears and the 22nd ranked Longhorns. You see Roger Clemens there on the Texas sideline for this one. First quarter, no score. RG3 goes to work and hits his go-to man, Kendall Wright, deep downfield. 59-yard pass and catch puts the Bears on top, 7-0. Down 14 now with 38 seconds to go in the first. Case McCoy drills it to Blaine Irby in the back of the end zone. Texas within a score. Take it to the second quarter, 3rd and 12. McCoy drops back and finds Jackson Shipley over the middle. 78 yards later, he's forced out just shy of the score. Horns would punch it in on the next play to tie the game at 14. That's when the Heisman candidate takes over. Griffin scrambles for the 10-yard touchdown. He accounted for 4 on the day, and for the first time since 1986, Baylor has a 9-win season, defeating Texas 48-24. Up to Manhattan, Kansas. After a 90-minute weather delay, the Wildcats took the field hoping to keep their BCS hopes alive, hosting Iowa State Cyclones. Showing some trickery early, Jeff Woody pitches it to Jared Barnett, who finds Darius Darks for the touchdown, 7-0 ISU. Later in the quarter, K-State answers as Colin Klein steps up in the pocket, finds Tremaine Thompson in the middle of the field. 68 yards to pay dirt, folks. And that ties the game at 7. Fast forward to the fourth quarter now, all tied at 23. John Hubert burst outside, rolling through the defense. The tough running for 26 yards gives him the game-winning score, and his Wildcats quite possibly a share of the Big 12 season title should Oklahoma defeat Oklahoma State. We'll get to that in a minute. 30-23 the final, though, from Manhattan as K-State holds on. And the 106th Bedlam meeting in Stillwater tonight. Cowboys looking to break that 8-game skid against the Sooners. Boosting their BCS hopes at the same time, Justin Smith gets OK State on the board early with that 9-yard scamper. Then a Landry Jones fumble, one of 5 Sooner turnovers, leads to 6 more as Jamie Blacknick scoops it up, gets it to the 1-yard line. Bob Stoops can't believe what he's watching. Joseph Randall finishes the drive off, and number 10 Oklahoma never seemed to make the trip to Stillwater, to be really honest. And sorry about that video once again. 3rd-ranked Cowboys earn their first ever outright Big 12 title with their first Bedlam win in 9 tries, 44-10. Now it's up to the voters. What do you think? Will Oklahoma State get their chance to face LSU, or will it be an SEC matchup for the national championship? We'll find out tomorrow night on the BCS Selection Show. Now on to the conference championship games. Number 6 Houston facing off with number 24 Southern Mississippi for the Conference USA title. A win for Case Keenum and the Cougs secures a BCS bowl berth, but a slow start for Coach Sumlin's guys. Touchdown pass through the hands of Tyrone Carrier. Then up by a score, Southern Miss adds to it with a hookup from Austin Davis to Tracy Lampley. Golden Eagles by 14 at this point. Cougars fought back to tie it at 2 scores apiece, but Davis on the money once again, this time to Dominique Sullivan, 69 yards to the house. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Fedora's Eagles led by 7 at the break and blew it open in the second half, handing the 6th-ranked Cougars their first loss of the season, ending any hope of a BCS bowl game with the 59-28 title victory. SEC championship from Atlanta, top-ranked LSU looking to stay undefeated, while Georgia comes in riding a 10-game win streak, looking for their first conference title since 05. Bulldogs on top first as Aaron Murray finds Aaron White. Dogs up by 10. Then Tyrann Mathieu, his 2nd punt return in as many weeks, making his case for his trip to New York. On the punt return, he goes 62 yards, leaves the ball with the judge at the goal line. Not sure if that's actually a touchdown, but they counted it. LSU back in business, and no doubt Les Miles and the Tigers can't be touched after that, exploding for 35 points while holding the 14th-ranked Bulldogs to just 3 the rest of the way, finishing 13-0 for the first time in history. Tigers win big, 42-10, clinching yet another SEC championship. And last night's action, Chip Kelly, I just give this outcome away, in his Oregon Ducks in the first ever Pac-12 championship. Neuheisel's final game as head coach at UCLA, and a trip to the Rose Bowl on the line. Ducks cashed in with a Bruin turnover as LaMichael James gets his first touchdown of the day, 7-0 Oregon. Later in the first, Darren Thomas is picked off by Patrick Lamore, 35 yards the other direction, and UCLA knots the game at 7. Got to give it to the Bruins. They never gave up in this one. They couldn't find an answer, though, for this guy. James back in the end zone from 5 yards out. The MVP finished with 219 yards and 3 touchdowns as number 9 Oregon went on for the first Pac-12 title, 49-31. Dawn and the Roses, they'll meet up with Wisconsin in Pasadena.